that Friday feeling on a Friday
getting close,
Eve.
Huh? Right?
Yeah.
Welcome to it, everybody. 9 News Now here on WAFB Plus every Monday through Friday at 9:15. So yeah, it kind of does. I'll tell you what though. Yesterday felt like it was like a Thursday, meaning that I woke up today. I'm like today needs to be a Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. A Friday Eve. One thing's for certain, kind of hazy over. This is a view from. This is our tower cam.
I believe it is.
And so, kind of hazy out there. We've had to deal with a little bit of fog in parts of the viewing area this morning, like Gonzales again, dealing with a little bit of fog. We're all on our way to some hot though.
Listen, starting out now, at 9:16, starting out in the 70s for the most part across the capital region. Look at that, 74 in Euros. Even our friends in Macomb, they're still in the 70s. But I tell you what, you want to know the high for today?
Yeah.
87.
That's going to be near a record, right?
Yeah.
We were talking with meteorologist Jared Silverman, who was obviously in for Steve Caparato this morning, and Jared was saying that we've been playing with these record temperatures for the last almost 2 weeks, right? Remember, last week was just crazy with all the high and record highs and near highs. It's been that way again this week. We are going to get up there again. And then tomorrow is not much relief either. It's still 86.
I know. What we're waiting on, thankfully, is that cool front. We get two of those fronts that Jeff talked about, right, yesterday.
Sure did.
And so we're still looking ahead for those drop in temperatures there, where you see the overnight lows will be in the upper 40s. Finally getting that last taste of winter before St. Patrick's Day parade comes around.
That's right. That's on Saturday, so we'll be paying attention to that and maybe a chance of a little bit of something over there, but a lot of folks really paying attention to it. We'll keep you in the know as we get through hopefully both of these fronts to come and knocking down those temperatures.
Yes.
Okay, so all that's going on. Something we wanted to talk about going on today as well. This could be happening today. Could be.
Yeah.
I say the ABC board, so we're talking alcohol, the control board, thinking about possibly increasing the fines for bars or anywhere that serve to underage drinkers.
There's a lot involved in this process, right? So you've got the Alcohol Beverage Control Board that oversees the bars, and you've got this problem where we've got underage drinking. This is a age-old problem. This is a problem across the entire nation. So the EBR Metro Council was trying to figure out a way. Well, how do we impose a stricter fine on the ABC board, or how do we make them figure out how to stop underage drinking? Well, you got some council members who believe you got to be extreme and go just be hardcore with it, and then you've got others who believe this is going to be a problem moving forward. It's been a problem in the past, so how do we go about fixing it? That's where the ABC board is trying to figure out, well, what if we penalize bars by increasing those fines?
Is that going to work? That's the conversation, right? That's what the board was talking about in front of the Metro Council yesterday when they were brought there. And what do those conversations lead to? It's led to today and a potential vote from the board, right? So what do they think could be beneficial? What do they think could work? Because from here, it's got to go back and get approval from everything. And we talk about effective measures, and you were just speaking to it right there. What's truly effective.
Right.
And there are some saying, look, we're never going to know unless we try to impose this, so we'll see what they decide to do. But as you mentioned, this is not just a Baton Rouge thing, not just a Louisiana thing, it's an everywhere thing.
So we'll keep our eyes on this to see whether they vote today, and if they do, what happens after.
What they do, right, exactly. Okay, so that's happening today, right?
Yes.
This is happening this weekend. But what a great opportunity. And our Callie Hubbard was live this morning talking with folks about this. A health expo of sorts, encouraging folks to maybe follow a healthcare path.
Yeah, so this is kind of an all-inclusive event. That Health Expo includes a lot of things, from free health screenings, maybe some, if you don't have a primary care physician or any place that you normally get a screening, or maybe your kid needs a physical, this is the place to attend this weekend. But in doing that, they really want families to come out where kids, especially families of color, can be exposed to medical professionals, doctors, nurses, physicians, specialty doctors, people of color. Do you know less than 5% of doctors across the U.S. are actually people of color?
I've heard the number before. I've heard the statistic and the percentage, and every time I hear it, it's shocking to me all over again, right? I'm like, I know I've heard it before, it still shocks me. And so there's something to be said for going to someplace like a doctor's office and seeing a face that maybe looks kind of like yours.
Yeah.
Does that matter for folks? Could it matter? Could it maybe help bring some people in just to get that initial check? Health disparity, we can track that along racial lines. So would this make a big impact? Because 5% is just, I mean, that's obviously ridiculous.
Yeah.
So is this something maybe you want to be a part of? This Saturday, Louisiana Department of Health teaming up with the Louisiana Leadership Institute. That's where it's actually going to be, at the Louisiana Leadership Institute. From 9 to what, noon?
Yes, I believe
9
so.
9 to noon? Is that what
We've got the poster
9
in
to
here.
2.
Yeah.
So even a couple more hours beyond that. Callie's put together this story,
Yeah.
all the dates, the times, the information,
the resources.
all of that. It really is, it's one of those one-stop shops.
Yeah. Expose the family, expose the kids, and get the healthcare coverage there,
Right.
especially if you don't have maybe insurance.
Yeah.
Be a great opportunity to get some resources, get your hands on some free resources.
Good opportunity here, like you said. Okay, well, no class going on at Southern University right now.
Nope,
No,
because
yeah.
so Callie early on this week was
Yeah.
actually talking about Founders Month at Southern University.
Founders Month.
This week is an all-encompassing week,
Founders
though, to
Week.
kind of celebrate Founders Day.
And now we're down to
the
the
day Southern University was founded
Yeah.
143 years
That's
ago.
incredible, right.
Yeah, so today they're celebrating with its annual convocation. Talk about the past of where we came from, how far, the strides we've made, and the future, how much left more we have to go.
It's a long path. It's a never ending. I mean,
Yes.
you don't look at that path, that journey, that road that you're on, and see an end point. If you're a university, you just see a path that continues. Now, are you on that road? Are you going down that road? How fast you're running? Are you taking any turns right or left? Are you going backwards? It is a journey that just continues. So it is a look back and very much a look forward. To your
Yes.
point. They're going to run it today. Look, again, as Liz mentioned, it's Founders Month, celebrating all month. Really hitting the high points this week, and then today with the convocation. They're going to wrap the today events up right around 12:30, and that way students can get back to class at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal.
If you are alumni, maybe watching 9 News Now and trying to think, well, I'd like to listen in, you can actually stream the convocation live at 10 o'clock. You just go to subr.org and you can find that live stream so you can kind of weigh in and see how far the university has come.
143 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Congratulations
It's
to
a long
you.
road.
Yeah.
Long road. Okay, so speaking of Southern University.
Yes.
A couple big ball games today.
Come on, SWAC tournament
SWAC
begins,
tourney, yeah.
men's and women's,
Yeah.
big deal. So we've got what? Arkansas Pine Bluff?
We've got Prairie View A&M
Yes.
and the Southern women.
I'm way off.
And Alabama A&M and the Southern men.
That's it.
So, okay, actually they just played Alabama A&M, right? That was that last game of the regular
Oh,
season, so it's kind of a rematch.
Right.
Southern women getting it started today. Well, actually
Yes.
the SWAC tournament got started yesterday with some other teams. The first round is a Wednesday-Thursday breakup with
Okay.
both men and women. But first day for Southern is today for both the men and the women, and they just happen to be back-to-back essentially. 5:30 for the ladies, set for 8:30 for the guys.
Okay.
Win today and move on.
Yeah.
Don't win the day, and that's pretty much it for the season. We'll see, but yeah, Jags on the court ×2 today.
Wow,
Yeah.
it'll be very telling.
It should be. Yeah,
What a
should
busy
be.
day for
Very
Southern.
busy, because it ain't just the Jags, it's also the Tigers. Okay, now look, even the biggest of LSU basketball fans, I don't think they saw this coming because of the way the regular season played out. Did not go real well. 2 regular season wins in conference. Here comes the conference tournament. You are the lowest seed. 14 out of 14. It took it to the Dogs.
Come on.
Yeah.
I loved coming to work today. Matt can tell me that because
was fun.
I knocked out
It was
yesterday.
fun.
I'm so sorry. That's a big deal, especially
is.
when you talk about a season going
Very
the way
challenging,
it is,
very
a very
challenging.
tough season,
Yeah.
right? But when you get to this point,
Yeah.
it matters how this portion plays
Correct,
out.
correct.
Are we fighting till the very end?
You never know. I mean, look, crazier things have happened. Now, look, they're the number one, like one of the number one teams, one of the best teams in the country. It happens to be playing in this conference. There's a couple of them, in fact. But when you talk about the best in the country this year, Alabama's been among the top ranked, and that would be a team at the very back end. One win. Okay, one win.
Yeah.
That was great. Tigers got to get 5 wins for an automatic punch to the NCAA. 5, right? Today is game number 2.
Okay.
Their reward for beating Georgia is Vanderbilt.
Okay.
Now that's a team the Tigers beat
in
the back end of
season?
February.
Yeah.
It was one of their 2 conference wins, right? That's who they beat to snap their losing skid. Can they double up on that? I don't know. It's 8 o'clock tonight is the tip. Vandy is favored. They did not play yesterday. Vandy was a bye into the second round.
Okay.
And then the top 4 teams obviously get the double bye into the quarterfinals. They only have to win 3 games like the top 4 teams. But Vandy hasn't played yet. So fresh legs. They are the 6th seed.
Okay.
We'll see.
Oh, we
We'll
will.
see.
We will. 9 Sports will get you covered.
Always.
And then we get to talk about it on 9 News Now here
It'd
on
be fun.
WB+.
It'd be fun to be doing that again.
Oh,
we beat them
it
again.
would. 24 hours ago we were saying that.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
us now.
I don't know. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So, but whatever happens, we'll talk a little bit about it on 9 News Now here for you. We talk about a little bit of everything. The headlines to kind of get you out the door, whether they're the big major global or national or local, just kind of letting you know what's going on out there as you hit the roads, so to speak, and begin your day. Today, Thursday,
we know you're
Friday
busy.
Eve.
Yeah. Everyone's looking ahead to the weekend.
Always.
But we're always looking ahead to things that are fun, right?
Trying to.
Some competitions. How about we take people to California where some really cute animals are trying to pretend to be other cute animals?
What in the world is going on here?
I know. Have a look.
Okay.
So this is a sheep in California. He's actually now a top 10 finalist in the annual Cadbury Bunny commercial.
Oh, yeah.
That sound familiar to you?
Yes,
the Cadbury
absolutely.
Bunnies with the chocolates?
Is
Yeah.
never a bunny?
Well, apparently the sheep named Timmy was chosen as a finalist out of thousands of submissions. Timmy is one of over 200 animals thriving at Funky Chicken Rescue Sanctuary.
The Funky Chicken what?
Animal Rescue Sanctuary.
I wanna go.
That sounds like a magical place.
Sounds
like healing, I tell you. Darcy Smith, who you're looking at now, is the co-founder of that sanctuary. She says Timmy holds a special place in her heart, and if Timmy is chosen as the winner, he and Darcy will receive $5,000, and they'll get to allocate $5,000 to an animal
look what
rescue.
They're doing. They're helping them out.
Rehabilitating in any which way. I love that. Timmy looks happy and free. He's living his best life.
Okay, I've got my winner. Of course, then you're going to show me some of the other finalists.
I know,
and
and your heart just melts.
Like, all right, we got 200 Cadbury, not bunnies.
Sweet, Timmy. Best of luck to you. We'll keep you posted to find out if Timmy wins.
California Timmy.
Oh, I love that.
All in. Did Barbie get her start out in California? I feel like Barbie
I
got...
want to say California. Well, isn't there a song about California Dreaming? Something about Barbie in it? Or no? Am I just mixing up all of the great American classics?
Could be, I don't know.
Probably.
But why not, though? It sounds like sounds like a fun world.
Well, listen, Barbie has legs for days, and she's had legs in history, but it's especially fitting because we're talking about Women's History Month.
That's right.
Yesterday was International Women's Day.
Right. And today?
National Barbie Day.
National Barbie Day. Welcome to it, everybody. This day back in 1959, the iconic doll debuted not in California, American International Toy Fair in New York City.
Oh.
There you go. Created by Ruth Handler. It was the first doll to have adult features. Oh. That's Ruth right there, her husband on the right there. They actually founded Mattel, oh, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, they founded Mattel. So, but the doll is named after their daughter, Barbara. Barbie doll, Barbara. Ah. Over the years, Barbie's had like 200 careers: astronaut, surgeon, reporter, presidential candidate.
Yeah.
Fun fact, again, 1962, Barbie purchased her first dream house before women were even allowed to open their own bank accounts.
Come on.
So Barbie, way ahead of the curve. And then, speaking of curves, Barbie has gone through some changes.
Yes.
Over the last, certainly, decade or so, and just kind of come back into form,
yes,
so to speak, and being more realistic.
Yes.
Which is absolutely key. But Barbie, just iconic. I mean, when you're thinking about like Toy Hall of Fame stuff, I mean, that's got to be like one of the founding members, right? Barbie.
Everyone knows Barbie. Across the world, everyone knows Barbie.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
I love that you mentioned that too, Matt. As time has changed, you have paraplegic Barbie, you have astronaut Barbie, you have all the different things where it really shows you can do anything you dream of, and you play with that as a little girl, and you grow up and see, this is what, there's a Barbie out there that looks like me.
You see you represented.
Yes.
And it absolutely matters.
I love that.
Barbie Day.
Happy National Barbie Day, man.
Well, you as well.
Thank you.
You as well. I think if I look hard enough up in the attic somewhere, there's probably
I was about to say, you still have some from the kids?
Probably. Me.
Proud owner. I love that.
You know what? The best dolls I ever played with, action figures, whatever.
Oh.
My uncle, back in the day in New Orleans, every time we'd visit my grandparents, his parents, had like the big, like foot and a half, almost 2 foot, the G.I. Joes.
Yes.
Like the real, oh my gosh,
life
it was
size.
so much fun. And it had the little smaller G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
But absolutely played with dolls.
Yeah.
They just were called action figures or
Love
whatever.
that.
But you kidding me? Get out of here. I played with dolls. It was fun.
Gosh, you remember? I don't know about you, but if you ever got one for Christmas, just the feeling of opening one and opening the box and the cellophane wrapping and it's just so nostalgic to think about getting a doll for Christmas.
Now, if you had held on to that and not opened it,
oh boy, would we be making some money right now?
Somebody somewhere is looking to buy that unopened Barbie whatever.
Yes, you're right. A vintage collector's item.
They're made to be played with.
Yes.
So Yeah, get that toy, break it out and play with it.
I love it.
Do your thing.
I love it.
Do you love this? Well, no. Okay, we it's easy to complain about the above average heat, right? But you are always quick to point out, and you're absolutely right about it. We got crazy weather from coast to coast. Everybody dealing with mountains of snow or tornadoes, torrential rain. If all we're dealing with is above average heat, I think we're winning.
Exactly. And we're about to, at noon today, we're actually looking ahead at some western snow in California, dealing with another bout of snow. So as Matt mentioned, when we're looking at warm temperatures, look, I know it's hot. Look, we sweat too a lot. But when you look at current temperatures like this and you see 76 degrees, the sun is out, shining over the capital city, I mean, we will take every bit of it, Matt.
I think you're right. We got that little baby front showing up this weekend, and then a bigger adult front showing up as midweek next week approaches. And then, everybody's staring at, of course, St. Patty's Day and the big parades to come. We'll get you ready for it. Y'all enjoy.
The seductive styling of the 2022 Mazda CX-9 elevates your idea of what a three-row CUV can be.
Get 0% financing on a new Mazda CX-9 at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.